Today, I'm going to be eating IKEA for lunch on a work day and with only $24. Also, if you keep telling yourself fun has to wait for the weekend, this is for you. Am I gonna make it out on time to get back to work? Or is it a very dumb way to get fired?
Why you arguing with someone to say that you're fine when you're not really fine?
Oh my gosh, we made it to IKEA. And, you know, before I go inside to find the meatballs, I'm gonna start a timer. I kind of pictured this as a different scenario, like being outdoors or something. Well, it turns out there's another entrance, and I actually went in through the underground parking lot. That's why it was really dark. But, you know, it is what it is. Also, if you're new here, I'm the productive generalist, and I make videos for overthinkers like you who are learning to stop waiting and start doing. So if that sounds like you, why don't you hit that subscribe button, and the bell button really helps so you can get notified when my next video comes out. I'll set my timer now so we know how much time it takes for us to go in there for the first time and figure out where the meatballs are. Honestly, I wonder how many times I'm gonna say meatballs in this video. But anyway, let's go, cause we don't want to get fired for meatballs. Here we are. Again, this is my first time at this IKEA, so we will try not to get distracted and try not to get lost. And oh, did I get lost. All right, let's go. Also, might I add that this was the first time I pulled out my camera and recorded in public, like at a mall. So, as you can see, there's a map right coming in, right at the entrance. And here you can see that the store is organized like in two sections. Honestly, I literally have no idea how this maze is trying to confuse people. So I think they really want us to go to the showroom. According to the maps, they placed the restaurant in the middle of two sections. I'm only good on Google Maps, but don't give me no ways because I'd be lost. But you know what? Coming into this, it was really easy to find the restaurant. For this part, I do recommend following the arrows, but not for later. We'll see why. Dang, that was super easy.
Yes.
This looks like the start line. Honestly, I don't even know. But it kind of looks like it. We will find out if that is the case because I don't even know. So if you want to come here, you can see that we've literally been here for 4 minutes, and that's just from the entrance to arriving to the restaurant. Maybe you gotta add a couple of minutes if you're gonna park, but it's pretty straightforward. So consider coming into the store and getting in line to be around 5 to 6 minutes, I'd say. Okay, this is where things start getting absolutely out of hand, and I could have felt like this was the worst day of my life. So first, of course, dropping everything, getting all the attention because us introverts love the attention. And second, my bad choice, my bad decision, wanting to be one of a kind, and instead of grabbing a cart from the line of carts available for all the people, you know what? I decided to go for the loner cart, the one that was over there in the corner with no other friends aside because I want to be unique, I want to be different. So I grabbed that one and I go about my way thinking nothing of it. But I think it was the worst decision I've made that day. Nope, it wasn't the meatballs. It wasn't the Swedish lunch. It was grabbing the loner cart because I wanted to be different. Guess it didn't pay off. I'll show you why in a bit. But before I do, let's see what's on the menu. And honestly, for this, I was completely locked in. So I did not see what other things were on the menu, but I'll show you some pictures here. I knew what I wanted. I wanted Swedish meatballs because this classic lunch is what I had in Mexico that other time. So I just wanted to see if they tasted exactly the same, which I think they do, or if there was something better that changed depending on the country, you know? So I ordered the Swedish meatballs. As you can see, there's a plate served right there, and I wanted to get fresh meatballs served. I didn't want to get the already served plate, so you know, there was nobody else around that could save me. And when the lady asked me, I was like,
Hi, what can I for you?
hi, can I get Swedish meatballs plate?
Anything else?
That'll be it. Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. She thought, I thought she was thinking about it, of like serving me, but lo and behold, she gave me the plate that I did not want. But regardless, I took it like a good people pleaser that I am, and I walked away. They had delicious diarrhea salads and some other snacks that you could buy. But again, I was locked in. And this is a point where I realized where I messed up. Just take a listen. Oh my gosh, I literally can't right now. I think I was the loudest person in that whole IKEA. I don't know. It's just like my cart was super loud. I'm already like socially awkward or like anxious about these like public situations, and then just having that cart being as loud as Beyonce, just I was just so uncomfortable, guys. I can't believe this. I literally can't believe this. It was worse than the walk of shame. And you know what? If we were to look at the bright side of this, it kind of helped me to walk slow so you guys can see all the scene of the IKEA food court. But yes, this was absolutely horrid. And I also want to reiterate, it was so loud in here. So apologies for the bad audio. Next time I'll try to put the microphone inside my throat. How about that? This has been even more overwhelming than I thought. Everything is so loud here. You would think that it's a relaxing spot to eat, but honestly, I'm sweating. Also not me overthinking if I should go grab napkins or not. It's not going how I thought. Help. Okay, so we made it with the food. So to mention it again, this is the first time I am at this IKEA specifically. I've been to IKEA like 3 times, but I've been once to one that they opened up in Mexico, which they opened at the end of the 2020 lockdown. So hashtag memories. And there I did try the meatballs in Mexico, so let's see if they taste the same here. But before we get to eating, I want to talk a little bit about invisible rules. Now, invisible rules are literally invisible rules that you place amongst your life that you don't even think about why you're doing it the way you are or question them. And that comes to be, basically these rules just make us not think outside the box, which is something that I think we should challenge ourselves to do a little more often. So, for example, this invisible rule that I have to eat lunch at work. And today I was like, you know what? What is stopping me from actually going out to some other place, driving even to another place, and just getting lunch at a random spot? Honestly, nothing. It's just the invisible rule that I placed over myself that tells me, well, you gotta eat at work because that's like the most convenient spot or the easiest route to take, right? But the question is, what are the invisible rules that you have placed around your lifestyle that you think can be broken? Because again, we can think outside the box, I believe, right? And I was thinking too, like sometimes we're just waiting for the weekend to do something fun. And like, what's stopping you from taking an hour off your day at the end of the day to do something that you would do on a weekend, like go out to a park? I bought these watercolors like a month ago. I bought them for me and a friend so we could just watercolor when we go out to coffee shops. And like, what's stopping you from taking a break from work and just going out on a like 15-minute break to the parking lot or your car or doing something just outside of the ordinary, you know? Again, thinking outside the box, but not precisely to be productive, more so just to just do something different. I don't know. You know, life is short and sometimes you just gotta enjoy it a little more, I guess. I don't even know what I'm saying, but you know what? Let's get to it because we gotta go back to work. Total came out to be $21.53, including taxes, for the Swedish meatballs dish and the cake and a soft drink. So, one apple tea. First by itself, because why not?
Yummy.
Also, I was also thinking that we do a lot of, well, us overthinkers, right? I'm just talking for us, I guess. We do a lot of internalization. We focus on our internal feelings, like how we're processing information. Kind of like I'm saying, oh my gosh, this was way more overwhelming than I thought when I stepped in here, because I get super loud and I wasn't expecting it. But now let's externalize. I don't even know if I'm applying this correctly, but you know what? We're doing it. But let's externalize for, like, to change things up, right? And, like, what are the vibes that this place gives? I'm not sure. Again, I thought it was going to be calmness when I stepped in here, but everything was super loud. I think that visually it is very pleasing to the eye. It looks organized. It looks clear, like the air is clear, the ceilings are high. But at the same time, the carts are very loud. So that's something I don't appreciate. It just makes me feel like chaos, and I don't like that. But other than that, you know, it's a nice place. I should probably hurry up because these meatballs ain't gonna eat themselves. But also, like, what a nice thing to be able to, you know, do something different for a change. I know a lot of us overthinkers have like specific routines that we just established because they became so familiar with us that then we don't question them. They're just rules. And like, you wake up, if you work a 9 to 5, it's like you wake up, you go to work, you take a break, doom scroll a little bit, take a lunch, go eat at the nearest place from where you're working, and then go back to the office or whatever you do, and go home at night, do chores or whatever you do whenever you get home, and call it a day, right? And then maybe doom scroll at night. But like, literally, like the other day, there was a meteor shower supposedly that I think we only saw 3 meteors, but like I think it was a weekday. I think it was a Wednesday. Well, me and my husband, we literally just got on the car, drove to like a hilly area where there's not a lot of light pollution, and we stared at the stars for like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and like we could have probably been in bed just doom scrolling, you know, or just watching a movie or doing something that we normally do. But it's those little things that help you create memories, help you have more stories, help you experience life a little more than just waiting for the weekend to come to then maybe do something fun, right? So yeah, this is also to encourage you guys to not overthink it too much and just do it. It's really good. Better than I thought. And remember not to get distracted. So, was this mission accomplished? I'm not sure, but before I tell you how much time it actually took me to do the whole ordeal, I do want to say that I did, again, in fact, get lost looking for my way out. I had to ask, excuse me, what's the quickest exit?
If you go around this wall in that corner, there's these big double doors. You go through those doors, then to the right.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Employees, how to exit, I think 4 times. And I asked the same person twice because somehow I couldn't find the exit for the life of me. And I had to go back because I kept walking and I felt like I just kept getting deeper and deeper into the store. And I was like, this doesn't feel right. So I asked him again.
A few moments later.
I'm back to square one. I don't know how to get out of here.
You just go all the way down past the plants. Once you reach plants, just keep following the path and you'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all the way, just go straight down.
Straight down. All right, I'll try. Thank you. And he told me, just keep going. So I did just keep going. I kept walking and walking and walking, and finally, what plants? He keeps go past the plants, he said. I was out in like this, it felt like a big warehouse because there was a lot of wooden pieces everywhere. But I finally was able to see the checkout registers, and I kept walking and walking, and finally just showed my receipt because I had paid earlier, and finally found my way out. So to wrap up everything for the final time, it takes about 5 minutes for you to park and get into the store and actually make it into the line. After that, whatever time it takes you to eat your lunch, in my case, I'm going to guesstimate that it can take a normal person like 25 minutes to finish a plate comfortably, you know? And then add to that about 10 more minutes to exit the store, because the way to the exit is not as quick as your way into the restaurant. So it's a little bit of a walk, and then add the time that it would take you to drive back home. So if you live around the area, I think this is definitely something doable. And if you're ever craving Swedish meatballs, you can definitely stop by if you live around an IKEA. So depending on this, and if you aren't planning to spend more than $24 on your lunch plus a take-home dessert, then it's totally doable. Alright guys, we literally just made it out. That was insane. That was a maze. So now I know that tip number 1, look for the exit. There's always people around to help, so just keep asking where the exit is. Don't trust the signs, or at least I didn't make any sense of the signs. So don't trust the signs. Follow directions of what you ask the people. If they tell you go straight, just go straight. Don't follow the arrows. Because I don't know if the arrows are trying to lead you to like walk through the whole store, because there's like shortcuts too. I'm really bad with directions, so I don't even know what I was doing. But I think if you live really close to IKEA and you want a quick lunch and you're a quick eater, you can definitely leave your workspace and make lunch in under an hour. You just gotta be quick. Park close, walk quick, enjoy your meal and everything. Take your dessert to go, because yeah, you just gotta take it to go. You can't enjoy it on the spot if you like eating desserts. I got cake today because it really reminded me of that time I went to eat in IKEA, Mexico. So just have that in mind, and I will now rush to work. I will make it on time, but I'm just saying that I took a little more time here because I actually did stop and buy something. So I'm not counting that in the timer. All right, so let's go back to work, and at least we're not getting fired for meatballs. This was a really fun adventure, and thank you for watching.